Hi, and welcome to Teletalk. I'm Liv.
And I'm Ben.
And on this episode, you'll hear our carefully considered and not at all random thoughts on a show we like. There will be spoilers.
This episode is for entertainment purposes only, and we're giving ourselves a age rating of 15 and above. But you're welcome to make up your own mind. Listener discretion is advised.
Anyway, Death in Paradise, Season 15, Episode 5.
Death! Again!
In Paradise?
Yeah,
Can you believe it?
Do you know what? Weirdly, after 15 seasons, I can believe it. It seems to happen a lot.
Right, come on, Ben. Episode description.
Oh, we're not hanging about, are we? You're all business.
Come on.
I'm feeling rushed. What's my motivation? Is it not to be shouted at?
Yeah, this episode is all about a play.
I know. It's almost like I was meant.
How actory of you.
I'm going to tread the boards with my thespianism.
Okay.
The team is challenged by a perplexing poisoning during a performance of The Tempest. Meanwhile, Mervin must decide what to do about a difficult development involving his brother.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah. A difficult development.
Have you ever seen The Tempest?
No.
I have, but I don't really remember it. Apart from it being a bit weird.
Well, I'm really glad that you... It doesn't really matter. It could have been like, I don't know, it could have been Carry On Up the Paradise for all it mattered to the story.
It did matter because there was a drinking scene.
Yeah, but they could have had... I'm pretty sure there's probably a drinking scene in Carry On Up the Paradise.
Well, aren't you
especially
a
as I've made it up.
Right. Let's start with side quests.
Yes, let's tangent before we do anything.
Although, it does kind of link into the main plot this time.
It does, but it's fine.
All right.
So, Matty, we find we sort of get a vague indication about her path, don't we?
Yeah, because I thought she said to Seb, it's about what happened before. And I thought, oh, good, we're finally going to find out. Nope, that is all she says.
We get a tiny step forward. She did something stupid and made a stupid mistake.
Yeah, but we knew that already. Because the commissioner said you're not going to do anything like
I'm guessing
that again,
it was,
are you?
but the implication is because...
One of the suspects
makes a complaint about her, saying that she came on to him and he rebuffed her, and then she's victimising him, when actually he just completely harasses her and tries to ask her out repeatedly.
She does pour a beer all over him.
Justifiably, that's official police procedure. It's in the manual. You have to lift the beer and tip it at a 45-degree angle, and then give proper Jamaican sass.
Yeah, she does it very well.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's textbook, and I applaud her for her following the regulations. But the implication is that somehow something similar happened in her past. So I'm guessing she carried on with a suspect or did something inappropriate in that way.
Mm-hmm. So that seems to be what she was getting at.
If it's not, then I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm always baffled, but...
The other side quest is right at the end. Mervin's brother.
Solomon.
Yes.
The unwise.
Solomon is... inheriting all of their mother's stuff.
Which makes sense.
And now he's selling it, but he hasn't even talked to Mervin about it.
The house is up for sale and he's booked in a house clearance lot to go in and auction everything off immediately.
Yeah, but I think Mervin would quite like some of her stuff.
Do you think that because that's literally what he says?
No.
He literally says...
I thought that all by myself.
Yeah, but the problem is what he says is, it's all a bit soon, and I don't know, I'd quite like some of her stuff, maybe something to remember her by. So it's really insightful that what you took from that is that maybe he'd like, something to remember her by.
Right.
Maybe to keep her memory alive for him in the future.
Yeah, you know what? It's a big responsibility taking the notes.
Don't I know it? It's almost like maybe you should have taken more notes.
Anyway, that's the side quest. And then in the preview for the next... Actually, it's the end of this episode.
Are we going to do that? I had that at the end.
But it's a part of the side quest.
Is it?
And then... yeah, because it's to do with his brother and stuff.
Is it?
I don't know. No.
No, you've assumed it. Well, we've touched on it now. So the end of the episode, because what we're going to do is we're going to do the end first, because that's how we roll. The end of the episode, we have Naomi driving down to the rest of the team and saying...
Phoning them in a panic.
No, she just steps out of the vat.
Okay,
You took the notes! Right, okay. Do you see what I have to work
I'm
with
sure
here,
she was on
listeners?
the phone.
No, because
Who was on the phone?
Mervin rang her
Right.
to say, I am not coming into work tomorrow because I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to go to Antigua to see my brother.
Because he wins his own dart game.
Yes. Oh, God. This is way more in-depth than I thought it was going to be. And then the next cut, and the next scene is her driving frantically down to the beach to tell the team, I think something bad's happened to the inspector. Then we cut to him waking up, tied to a chair, which does seem to support her theory that he's in trouble. And then Mervin looks up and goes, it's you, or something like that.
And he's in some sort of shed kind of environment.
And your assumption is that it's his brother. There's no fact there.
Yeah. Who else is going to kidnap him, though?
Could be anyone.
Do you think that because he's the biological son of his dead mother,
Yes.
that he could contest the will?
Probably not, no.
Why?
Well, if she's written if she's written her will to say Solomon gets everything.
Yeah, but she didn't specifically write him out.
Is that how it works? It's Sam Marie, though. They're probably just like, eh.
Interesting, though.
I mean, that would make for a really dull next episode if it's all just him court filing and probate.
Because people are contesting wills all the time.
Again, this isn't real.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's all right.
I mean,
Let's get to the premise of the episode.
Someone died.
Yeah, so there was a theatre production of The Tempest by a touring theatre company.
Oh, I thought you were going to say by William Shakespeare.
Oh, well, The Tempest is by William Shakespeare, but he's long dead.
So no one cares.
not by-
Who cares about dead people?
Not by murder, I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is the last show of a 10-month run. I didn't write that down.
No. See, the fun thing about this, right, is Liv made the notes, wrote the notes with pencil and hand and everything, and then, because you were too tired today, I typed up our notes, and I found them woefully inadequate, so largely...
You added bits.
No. What I largely did was just throw your notes away, and I wrote it from memory.
No, you
I did.
not. That's so rude. Why did I spend all that time writing notes?
I don't know. They weren't very good.
That's so rude.
No, I did use them. Mostly.
Well, I don't believe you, because I didn't write that point.
Well, no, because it was missing and I remembered
I said it was the last show, but what's the point of saying a 10-month run?
Because it shows that they've been doing it for ages.
No one needs to know that.
Well, it's important because they all got to know each other really well as a crew.
Anyway, one of the actors dies on stage.
He does.
And then he's dead.
Deceased. An ex-actor. And it wasn't even a death scene. He starts coughing and then he just keels over
Still
dramatically.
trying to say his lines.
Yeah. I mean, fair play to him. He went down swinging.
Yeah, I don't think he knew he was going to die.
Well, no, he didn't. It came as a real shock. It would have stunned him dead if he'd have known.
Yeah. But we did see a little bit of turmoil between the actors before the death scene.
Yes, we
like
did.
one of them was drunk.
Yes.
And
the director and
was
actor
missing.
And
the stage manager was very stressy.
Yeah.
So there was quite a lot going on. You could tell these people were sick of each other.
Yeah, to be fair, that's everything I've ever heard of like travelling actor crew. That sounds pretty pretty standard. Everyone's mad.
And so it turns out this blokey, whose name was Henry, was it?
No, Michael.
Oh my god.
Oh my
wow.
god.
You wrote Henry.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, my notes say Henry.
Where?
Under victim.
Oh, yes. That was the bit where I forgot to edit
That's
it. So
your bad.
but it says Michael at the top in the
I haven't
this
looked
episode.
at that. I'm looking. Henry was the pensioner, and that episode you didn't like that I really did like.
Yeah, because
I remember Henry. He was the hitman.
Henri. No.
Henry.
Mikhail was dead this episode. Sorry.
So.
Wow, we are so professional.
This is all your fault. He was poisoned with cyanide.
Yes.
But the only thing he consumed was the grape juice from the
cherry juice.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter, but it's still
From
wrong.
the fiasco
The fiasco, yes.
that everyone else drank out
In
of.
case anyone's unsure, a fiasco is a Spanish drinks bottle. Those ones that have got the wicker on the bottom.
I want a fiasco.
You are a fiasco.
That's so mean.
I've seen your notes. They were more doodle than notes.
That's rude. I don't know how much of this to trust now. My notes were great. Yours are shoddy. Holes all over the
I
place.
got one name wrong.
An important name. The only person that we name,
Yeah,
in
the
fact.
only one who's not a main character that we name. But to be fair, yeah, that was a mistake. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair to me, I cocked that one right up. If we're going to be entirely fair, I should be shot.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but apparently everyone loved him, didn't they? Like that was
yeah.
Everyone loved him. He was beloved by everyone. Everyone's like, mm.
And the bonus that the police have this time is that the whole performance was filmed because it was the last one.
You say that's a bonus, but isn't everything filmed? It seems like on this show.
Well, it just means that they have complete footage about what happens, because when the police are there collecting all the evidence, they pick up the fiasco, or what's his name, Seb picks it up, and then they check the footage and they can see that they all drank from it properly.
Yep.
Then Blokey dies, they put the fiasco down, and the next person to even vaguely go near it is Seb when he's taking it into evidence.
They establish a fine chain of custody.
Yeah.
No custard anywhere else.
No.
Or in the bottle.
So,
The question is, how does one person out of 3 who drank from a poisoned bottle with cyanide die?
yeah, because the bottle is later tested and it does contain cyanide.
And they look through the footage and they go, all 3 of them drank, and they definitely drank. There's no faking there.
Yeah.
Even with them being great actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Turns out it's some sort of mystery.
it's a mystery.
Who did it?
Michael is dead. He's an actor.
Right.
Apparently everyone liked him, but we dig more into that.
Yeah, and it turns out in this episode of Everyone's a Dick, everyone's a dick.
Yeah, and so we have 4 suspects this time.
We do.
We have his girlfriend,
Yep.
who is a fellow actor. Oh, I think all of them are pretty much actors.
Yes, yeah.
So we have his girlfriend, we have the director, we have a blokey that is just an actor. He doesn't seem to have a side job.
He's a douche.
And then the stage manager, who was a former actor. So he's not in the performance, but he has acting in his past.
So the one that's just an actor, he's the one that harasses Matty.
Yes, and to be fair, the girlfriend is just an actor, but she's also the girlfriend.
Yeah.
But that's not an actual job with the theatre company.
Well,
the
it
others.
sounds like it might have been a bit of a chore.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to call them girlfriend, director, actor, and stage manager,
Oh, yeah.
just to make it
Okay,
a bit
okay.
easier.
Yep, I got you. Yes, boss.
Good. I'm glad you're on board.
I'm fully on board. I couldn't possibly argue because I called him Henri.
Yes, that was like 3 episodes ago. You gotta let it go. This guy's name is Michael. They're both
Let
dead.
it go. Let it go.
Can't hold him, but anyway.
Yeah, I see it. I'm starting to get to you.
So the means we have discussed already.
It was a bottle with poison,
It
allegedly.
was cyanide poison.
That's like the sexiest of the poisons.
Because the paramedics say that he smells of almonds, and so they believe it to be cyanide.
Yep.
And then the post-mortem's done, and it is cyanide. And
But
then
it
the
can't-
bottle's tested, and it was cyanide.
Yeah, and it was orange or cherry or something.
Yeah. Something.
Fruity.
So, the bottle was poisoned because they were thinking that maybe he had a drink of water before.
Because they find his water bottle and test that, and that's all clear.
And the team, I think it was the girlfriend, said that he didn't eat before a show.
No.
He would only sip water.
Handy, that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, and I think at an early point, the stage manager says he would chew his fingernails.
Yes.
So that was it. That's all we have from the beginning.
Num, num, num.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the means. We don't really know how the cyanide got into the bottle, and
I'm guessing someone put it there.
It is in the bottle, but why only 1 out of 3 died?
Yeah, and you were starting to say to me, like, is it possible to build up a tolerance to cyanide?
Yeah.
Like you can with arsenic or strychnine or all of the other poisons.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, Liv. And do you know what? I haven't researched
Oh
it.
my god. So much talk.
This is what we do.
Talk.
We're on a podcast, Liv. If I don't talk, then what do you want me for?
Right, should we go through motives?
Yes.
So, we start with the stage manager.
Oh, yeah. He was a jitterbug, wasn't he?
I'm pretty sure there was chatter about an argument that he had.
He did. He had an argument with the victim ahead of time. Someone
Rang it in.
Someone said, "Oh yeah, I saw him," and they were having an argument. He said, "This is all going to come back and bite you in the arse sooner rather than later."
Yeah.
Basically.
So I made a note of that quote, and I don't see it here.
Well, I was keeping it light. Well, we're really doing housekeeping right up front in full view of everyone, aren't we? Yes. I thought that we would touch on that without having to write everything down, because when I've written everything down in the past, what have you done?
What?
Told me off, and then clipped loads of it out.
Anywho.
Look, we've mentioned it. It's good. Yes, he had an argument with him, and it turns out that they might have had some history. In fact, the rumor was that they had a bad history.
Well, it's not a rumour because he confirms it.
Well, yes.
He said that he used to be an actor and he was up for a big role in New York or something.
With the Royal Shakespeare Company in the UK.
Right. There's something about New York later.
Yeah.
And then just before he misses the audition and he feels like he was drugged
By the victim.
by Michael, the victim.
Because they met in the bar at the cheap hotel near the
Because they were both
audition,
up for the same role.
and they got chatting, and then he slept through it all, and he was like, he drugged me.
And he went to the police.
Yep.
But by the time they tested him, everything was out of his system, so there's no proof.
Yep. But he was convinced. It wasn't just that he was being a lazy Susan.
Yeah. And so he's held on to this grudge. And so he says that he confronted Michael because it was the last day.
I mean, you say that he says he was used to be an actor. D.I. Mervin figures it out because he gets a tune in his head. And it turns out it was for Mr. Whiffy or whatever it was called.
I wrote that down too.
Yeah. Is this going to be a theme for the rest of it?
I know you like these little details, so I wrote them down and you've excluded them from the official notes. Anyway.
Listeners, I cannot win. Either my notes are too detailed or apparently they're not detailed enough.
So
Welcome
that's
to my life.
kind of him. We don't see much more about the stage manager until the end.
But it is very clear, and even Mervin says he's holding back something.
Yes.
And we see him go and talk to the director and say, they're asking questions, and I haven't told them about the other thing yet, but if they ask me again, I think I'm going to have to tell them.
True.
Yeah.
That does happen.
It does happen. So it's suspicious.
Yeah, so shall we cover the director next?
I love the director. His actor is brilliant. He's playing such an over-the-top, grand up his own arse character, and it's so fun.
Do you want to take the lead on this bit?
Oh,
then?
yes. So, the director does not like the victim. And I feel like for good reason.
He's very open.
Oh, yeah.
about this.
I hated that dick. Because I've been sober for 20 years, and he secretly got me back on the sauce. So he would... They were having a thing where the victim had an offer for an off-Broadway show in New York.
Ah, yes.
But there was interest on funding this tour that had been going for 10 months already, which is why it was important that was noted. And the director had the right to extend the run, and the victim was contractually obliged to stay, which would mean he couldn't do his big break.
Yeah.
And so, to get back at the director for maybe possibly ruining his big break,
And to try and get out of the contract.
he spiked the director's drinks with vodka.
So he'd been
vodka and
drinking Coke, yeah.
So he gave him vodka and Cokes. And apparently, this man who hadn't drank for 20 years could not tell when there was vodka in his drink.
because he did say he can't taste. Can't taste very well.
Oh, did he?
Yes, I wrote that in my notes too. Oh my goodness. It's important, Ben. As someone who can't taste yourself,
Yeah.
I would have thought that you would have
Oh, you're
thought
just
that
throwing
was
out my
important.
personal medical information now. Yes, okay, fair enough. Sorry. So yeah, he then said, well, by that, but then he said by that time I got the taste for it. Ironic.
Well,
And so then he was
they said
he was
he'd
off
been
the
spiking
wagon.
his drink all day, so he'd
Yeah.
had 8 or 10 drinks.
And
That's a
then-
lot.
And then we see him going and ordering whiskies and stuff. So yeah, he's thoroughly off the wagon.
And the other actors were taking, well, the girlfriend actor and the stage manager were taking it in turns to sort of parcel him into bed each night.
Yeah, because he was absolutely paralytic. He
Yeah.
was so far off the wagon, he couldn't even see the wagon. The wagon was a dot to him.
Yes. So his motive would be revenge.
Revengy. Yes. And we later find out that he had tried to break into the dressing rooms after it had been declared a crime scene.
Yes.
To try and retrieve a key to a beach hut. Now, why would that be?
But they find the key in some moisturiser, I think.
Yes, it looked grim.
Yeah.
But then it's miraculously cleaned up perfectly for when Seb finds...
Well, I mean, the ocean's right there.
I'm sure you're not meant to rinse off moisturiser in the ocean. There's chemicals in that.
It's a beach. I'm sure people put far worse.
Oh, well, then that's fine. We'll just dump our sewage out there as well. People probably do that. I suppose people probably do that, don't they?
Anyway, so they find in this beach hut
A box.
closet thing some lozenges, which he had been seen to be sucking on earlier in the episode, and they also find some cyanide.
No, they find some LSD.
Yeah, but doesn't it say cyanide on the bottle?
No, they just go, here's a bottle, it must be cyanide.
I see. I did wonder why he would label something cyanide.
Hey, do you know what? I don't want people to know I've got LSD. I'll put cyanide on the bottle.
That's
That'll throw them off.
I thought. That is literally
Was
what I
that in
thought.
your notes as well, was it?
Yep. So he says that he was planning to drug the victim, Michael, but with LSD, not cyanide.
This feels very much like the Henri episode, where it's like, well, I was trying to kill him, but I didn't.
No.
And this guy was going, well, I was trying to spike his drink, but not... I was trying to, drug him, but not kill him.
But not with something that would kill him. It would have just given him a trip. Maybe a bad one.
To be fair, that would livened up
so
Shakespeare
his plan
a bit.
was to inject the lozenges with the LSD, and then I don't know. Hope he has a sore throat and give him a lozenge. I don't know,
because he gets nervous and stuff. Yeah, to be fair, like he says, he was drunk a lot, so it probably wasn't the most thought out plan.
Yeah, but he did say that he wasn't overly careful with the plan because he was so drunk. He was talking all the time, and of course, the stage manager and the girlfriend put him to bed a lot when he was rambling.
He has not adhered to the old adage of loose lips
sink ships.
It's not as easy, is it?
No, it's not.
You'd think they'd have made it easier for it to be loose lips sinks ships.
Yeah, nice.
Smooth.
Anyway.
We're professionals.
The horrible actor, guy.
Oh, yes.
He used to be married to the girlfriend
Of the victim. Yes. And she left him for the victim.
Yeah, so I don't think they're actually divorced. I think they're still married at the moment.
Confusing.
Because she only left him on this tour. It's very recent, within the last
10 months. It's not just any time. Yes, she's only been with the victim for a few months.
Yeah.
So it's raw. But apparently, the douchey actor dude was a douche.
Yes, Michael, our victim. No, the actor was a douche. Oh my god.
Yeah. Everyone's a dickhead. But yes, he took her for granted. He had affairs, and in the time that they were married, and so she just gave up hope, and then met this guy. And was like, well, he'll do.
She referred to them as kindred spirits.
Yes,
because they both thought of acting in the same way as each other.
Yeah, they both got really upset if they got bad reviews or bad reactions and all that. So for a brief while they shared that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And her family were on board because they knew her husband wasn't treating her well. So she thought that this was all good now. Yes,
but her ex-husband, we'll just say,
the actor,
his Uno reverse card is but it was one-sided. He was going to leave her, and he told me so with his face.
Because the detectives think that the actor might have been jealous.
Betrayal. That's a pretty classic murder motivation.
Yeah,
and he was like,
he's like, no. I wasn't, to be fair.
Because she was leaving him. I probably... And he was like, but she's the one losing out. I mean, I'm me. And she was losing me. And she's having to move out of our house and move in with her parents. I was upset and everything, but I'm not really losing out.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and then he says, and besides, it was all over between them anyway. Yeah, he broke up with her 5 minutes before the show.
Yeah. which is a timing.
Yeah, but maybe it says that there wasn't enough time for her to then plan a murder.
Well, that's what she claims, because they challenge her with that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Should we do her next?
That's what she said. Sorry. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, it was really hurt and it was terrible timing and he's a dick, but it was only like half an hour before the show.
5 minutes.
5 minutes before the show.
It's as they arrived.
And to be fair, she was like, I don't just carry cyanide around with me just in case.
And everyone else drank. Like, why would I drink out of a bottle that had cyanide
It's
in it?
almost like she knew too much about it. I've established, because of all my established alibis, why are you looking at me? Huh? But then that's true of everyone, right?
Yeah. Right, should we do opportunity?
Yes. Technically, everyone had an opportunity. Sort of.
Yeah, because the cyanide is found in the bottle, which was just part of the props.
Yes,
which was
everyone.
lying around.
But the complicating factor is everyone drank from it, apart from the stagehand.
Yes, and when they're watching the video, they can see that no one interferes. Like the first guy that takes a drink doesn't go near the rim of the bottle to add anything after he's drunk. And besides, the girlfriend drinks after the victim. So
Yeah, he was the middle one. It went director, then victim, then
Girlfriend.
the partner. So yeah, like it wasn't even like he was the first or the last or anything like
and
that.
they did find cyanide in the bottle, and the bottle wasn't tampered with because they do think, well, maybe he was administered the cyanide some other way,
And then it was
and
put
then
in
the
later.
bottle was interfered with afterwards to try and look like the murder weapon.
The only weird thing about the bottle is it had high glucose content. So yeah, and the video has that full, like, it's in view the whole time, so it's it's almost like it's impossible. So yeah, that technically no one had an opportunity while everyone had an opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a crack at the solution?
Oh, all by myself without looking at the notes.
Yeah, I want to see how this... Being as you wrote the notes for it,
Yeah.
and you were paying
Hang on, let me put my notes away then.
You can hear her putting her notes away. This is going to be
Subtle.
good.
Okay. So,
Who did it?
the girlfriend did it.
Dun dun dun!
Because the victim, Michael, and someone else, her
What?
husband, were having a conversation on the beach
Okay,
where
good. Yep.
the victim, Michael, says, I'm going to leave her, so I hope we're all good. I'm going to New York. I'm going to pursue my career. She's nothing to me, basically.
Yikes.
She overhears this. So, although he hasn't broken up with her at this point, she's got like 2 days' notice.
Yeah.
She's aware of the director's plan to spike him with LSD via the lozenges because of his drunkenness and so on, and access to his room and what have you. So she thinks, I know what I can do. Instead of LSD, I can put cyanide in a lozenge and kill him that way. But what she actually does is puts the cyanide in the lozenge, drops that into the fiasco just before they go on for that scene. And because the cyanide is contained in the lozenge, that fiasco drink, the grape juice, whatever it is safe until that lozenge dissolves, so they all can drink from it and not get poisoned.
Risky.
And then over the course of an hour, the cyanide is released into the drink, and thus they get positive results from the lab.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she actually murders him by mixing cyanide into his nail varnish because he plays the monster. The nails are there to make it look scary.
He plays the
more
monster in the second
costumey.
act, doesn't he?
Yeah. And she knows he bites his nails. So she helps him paint his nails in between Act 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. He then bites his nails before he goes on stage, thus ingesting the cyanide, keeling over on stage.
And to be fair, he's going to be even more stressed having just told his girlfriend that he's going to break up with her. Like, if he's ever going to bite his nails, it's that stress time, right?
And that's it. Then he's deaded. And it looks like the fiasco was the murder weapon. So it's very confusing.
To be fair, you got it pretty bang on. There are 2 points that I'd like to make.
Okay.
The first is we see a review of when the victim. Yeah, we see again the flashback to the victim telling the husband, "Oh, I'm actually going to dump her," and we see her in the undergrowth behind them going "Wha," over. But the way she's placed there is when we've previously seen the person that said, "Oh, I saw them talking."
Yeah.
wouldn't they have been right in their... Wouldn't she have been right in their eye line? Oh, no, wait, different scenes. Never mind. I'll take that back. I'm talking nonsense.
Yeah.
Also, the second thing with the lozenge, she's injected it, right?
Yeah.
Which implies that there would be a hole where the needle went in. So wouldn't that still release a bit of cyanide through?
Potentially, yeah.
So that feels like a plot hole.
It could be
that hole is a plot hole and a lozenge hole.
And also, why does he even have a needle?
Because he bought one. I mean, I guess you can get syringes fairly easily if you want to.
Maybe.
Don't think about it, Liv.
I know we have needle exchanges here, but I don't know about the Caribbean.
It's San Marie.
But how would he have... Anyway, it doesn't really matter, I don't suppose.
The logistics of acquiring a sharp on San Marie. They didn't delve into that deep enough.
No. I just don't think I was aware that LSD was liquid form.
I guess it must be. I think back in the day, like in the 70s, they put it on tabs because it was easier to... But I think it was originally liquid.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Maybe it's one of these things where it can come in multiple forms.
There he is.
I say that as if I know.
We're just guessing now.
Yeah. So what would you rate this episode?
Oh, well, I quite liked it. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I did like it. I didn't like... I felt like some of the suspects were... I felt like we had too many suspects.
We had 4 rather than 3.
Yeah, I felt like one was a bit surplus to requirements.
I was halfway through writing up the notes when I realised I'd forgotten to write the crew member, the stage manager. I'd forgotten to write him down entirely.
Yeah, even though he was in my notes.
Yes, he was, but I was, dabbling through and whatnot.
Ignoring my notes.
I wasn't. I was joking. I was slavishly adhering to your wonderful notes.
Well,
my
you
lovely
clearly
wifey.
weren't. What are you rating it?
I'm rating it 6 beer bottles to the crotch out of 7.
Beer bottles to the crotch?
Because Matty pulled the beer
bottle.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. The liquid from the beer.
I can't say liquid to the crotch out of 7.
You could have just said beer to the crotch.
Right.
Because the bottle implies you...
Are you really nitpicking? Yes, I know. That was what I was subtly implying because it sounded funnier.
What was your actual score?
6 out of 7. Beer bottles to the crotch out of 7.
Okay. So you liked it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I had a great time. It was fun. I had no idea, but it felt like it knitted together. It wasn't quite so outlandish. And also, I was quite smug because I quite early went, I think there was a delay with the lozenge and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I thought about the nail varnish.
You did.
thing.
We solved it between us.
Yeah,
We'd make
did.
a great detective duo.
Yeah.
Ben and Liv, send us to the Caribbean.
Ben and Liv, solve it first.
Ben and Liv's Ben Live It or Not.
Oh.
We've got that right level of my hapless stuff and you nagging the hell out of me. We'd do really well. It would be a great double act.
Yeah.
Yeah. So solved. I don't know that I'm looking forward to next episode.
Yeah, I'm not overly looking forward to it. It feels like it's going to be too dramatic.
Yeah, I feel like they're going for another thing. Do you remember when was it Florence got shot?
Yeah.
Spoilers if you haven't watched it. But like that kind of like multi-episode on-running thing where I'm like, oh.
Neville got accused and it was really serious.
Yeah, they're going for big.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, I don't like it as much. So hopefully it's resolved within the first episode of it happening.
Yeah, so there's going to be this whole thing, and I'm like, I don't know if I care enough about Mervin yet to be that invested.
Anyway, I guess that's a problem for next week.
Yay!
That's future Ben and Liv's problem.
Yeah, yes. Future Ben and Liv can deal with that.
Yeah.
So look forward to our next episode where we're going to be like, oh, it actually turns out it was great.
And on that note...
That's all, folks. If you get a chance, please do rate and review us on your platform of choice, and we will be much happier than we are at the prospect of next episode.
Wow. Thanks so much for listening. See you next time. Bye.
Toodles!